Hi, welcome back to Camp Hollow. I'm Kari, and today we are continuing on with the 30-day challenge for a Halloween island. We have a ton to do today, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Whee! Okay, so first thing we should really talk about today is Happy Halloween, first of all. Second of all, have y'all seen the news about the acnh 3.0 update? Yes. There is an update coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons, and to be honest, if you haven't seen anything about this, we're gonna dive into it, so don't worry about it. But I'm kind of excited for it. It seems really interesting. It adds a couple new features, and to be honest, it adds like a lot of things that people were asking for like years ago. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the update. So with the acnh 3.0 update, there is a special Switch 2 edition. So if you have the Switch 1 version of Animal Crossing New Horizons, you can upgrade your Animal Crossing to the Switch 2 version for only $5. Now, otherwise, if you don't own Animal Crossing already, it's going to be $64.99 on the store for your Switch 2 version of the game. With the Switch 2 version will come like enhanced graphics. There's gonna be like mouse controls for the Joy-Cons on the Switch 2. One thing that's pretty interesting is the megaphone is gonna be able to be used for finding island residents. So one thing I found when I was like trying to do this island, this Camp Hollow island, one thing I found was that it was really difficult to find villagers on my map, especially like after terraforming. I was just like, I don't know where anyone is. I don't know how to find them. I wish they like would show up on the map, because that would be like so much more helpful. And then they have like little moving icons, you know, like in Stardew. You can get like a mod that allows you to see where everybody is and like where they're moving at to. Like it's like a live situation where you can see them move across the map. I wish they had that for Animal Crossing. But to kind of compensate for that, they used they're adding like the use of the megaphone, so you can use the megaphone to find island residents. Now, another thing that they're doing for Switch 2 especially, is there's going to be 12 or multiplayer up to 12 players if everyone has the Switch 2 edition. So if you want to play with up to 12 players on your island, which who has 12 friends, if you want to play with up to 12 people, you have to have the Switch 2 edition, which means you have to have a Switch 2. For the Switch 2 edition, they're also adding voice chat and they're adding camera play via game chat. I don't exactly know what that means. I guess like maybe you can connect a camera to your Switch? I don't know. But they're adding voice chat and they're adding maybe like a camera situation for this. I have no idea how that works. And then like I said before, if you already own Animal Crossing, you can upgrade it by purchasing the upgrade pack, which is only going to be $5. If you don't have Animal Crossing, you will have to pay $64.99 plus tax. So the release date for Animal Crossing New Horizons update version 3.0 is going to be January 15th, 2026. Now, it is already almost November. This means we have 3 months until the 3.0 update comes out. And to be honest, that's a lot sooner than I thought it would be. I thought they would announce this like update and be like, yeah, we're gonna release it in summer, you know, and like do like, I don't know, April or like June for like the release date. But surprisingly, they're doing it in January, and it's like mid-January. Unfortunately for me, this is when I return back to school. I'm taking like a break right now because I have to. It's not by choice, but I need to get on the right track in order to do my thesis. Basically, like my school only teaches the thesis class during certain periods of terms, kind of thing. So I have to get on the right term in order to do my thesis class. Therefore, I have to take like 2 months off in order to complete my degree. So, with that being said, I start back in college. I start back again in January on the 7th. and the 15th, you know, I'm gonna be doing a thesis, you know, it's gonna be a lot. If you don't know what the thesis is, it's like basically a huge research project that has to be like 30 pages long, of an essay. So it's gonna be a lot, but I'm gonna try my best to get, you know, stuff done for the Animal Crossing update. Who knows, maybe I'll drop out. No, I'm kidding. But I wish. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to get, you know, the update videos out, like get content out for the update. I'm sure tons of people are gonna be coming back to Animal Crossing for like, especially like YouTubers. Like a couple of the big wigs are gonna come back and be like, oh yeah, let's do the 3.0 update, which is great. The more people playing Animal Crossing, the better. Because that shows that, you know, people want a new Animal Crossing game. So hopefully this 3.0 update will bring in enough numbers so that people on the Nintendo side can see that we actually care about Animal Crossing still, and we want a new game in the future. Also, I kind of like called that they're gonna do like, well, I called the fact that they should do like an update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. In one of my previous videos, it was during my random villager challenge at some point. I don't know which episode it was, but I was like, you know, they should really start like, they should do an update to New Horizons, because it hasn't had an update in I think like a couple years. And plus, like, there was so much that I still wanted to do in New Horizons that I was just like, I don't want a new game to come out because there's still so many ideas I have for New Horizons, you know? So this update is perfect. It works out great, for me at least. Hopefully you guys are happy with the update and are not like upset that they're not doing a new game right now. My guess is that they'll probably do a new game in like a year or two. If I had to pick a date, it would probably be in like a year or two from the 3.0 update. So maybe like 2020, like 7 or 2028. So yeah, that's kind of like my guess for when a new Animal Crossing game could come out. Now going back to some of the new stuff that's added in the 3.0 update, we got a new facility, is the hotel, and it's run by Cappen's family. So Cappen, if you don't know, he is the one that runs the boat that takes you to the Mystery Islands, not the Miles Ticket Islands, but the little boat that is like on your pier. So apparently like guests will visit from off the island. I don't know if that means like if a guest is in your hotel, can you invite them to your main island? I don't know if that's how that works. So I guess we'll see. So I personally haven't watched the video on Animal Crossing, the 3.0 update. Mainly because it was like 12 minutes and I was just like, I don't feel like watching this whole thing. So I looked up like a breakdown of it. I like to read because I think I like read faster than like, you know, a video will play. So that's kind of what I'm looking at now. But apparently like, you know, guests will visit from off the island, and I don't know if that means you can like invite them, like if they're at your hotel, I don't know if you can invite them to your island to stay, like to move in. But this also means that you can decorate rooms and do more. It says decorate rooms and more. I don't know what that means. But what you can do is you can decorate the hotel rooms, which is another form of like decorating in this game, which would be really, really, really fun and exciting. But there's also like new furniture and clothing at the souvenir shop. So the souvenir shop is going to be in the hotel. And then at the souvenir shop, there's going to be more furniture and more clothing that's going to be new to the game. So this will be exciting to see kind of what they add to it. Now, a couple of quality of life improvements that they're adding is Rossetti is coming back. Now, if you don't know about Rossetti, he was a mole in like the older games, and he used to be really rude, but I don't know if they've changed him to make him nicer. I have no clue. But he is available to help tidy up your island. So I'm pretty sure this means, like, I saw a couple of people talking about it, like they can clean up flowers, they can clean up like trees, shrubs. I don't know if he'll do weeds because Leaf does weeds, so I'm assuming Rossetti won't do those because that will just negate the purpose of Leaf, or like his service. So there's that. And then another quality of life update is for the storage system. So they're upgrading the storage to be including 9,000 items, that also includes the trees, flowers, shrubs, and crops. So as of right now, you can't put those items in your storage system, which I find really annoying as I'm decorating this island, because I just want to stock up on a bunch of trees and flowers and all that stuff, but I have nowhere to put them, so I have to get them last. Now, another major system that's being added into this game, or another mechanic rather, is the Slumber Island. Now, people with Nintendo Switch Online, okay, so you have to have the online service for Nintendo in order to have access to this island. But if you have a Nintendo Switch Online, you get access to the Slumber Island. The Slumber Island, you can design and save up to 3 islands. This is huge. So again, I didn't watch the video. I don't know the extent of what these islands are. I don't know if they're like smaller than your main island. My guess is they would be, but they might just be like regular sized Animal Crossing islands. And if you can save up to 3 of those and they're the same size as your main island, that is going to be absolutely massive for this game. Because if you're like me, I have bought 2 other Switches so that I could play Animal Crossing, right? Because on normal Animal Crossing, before this 3.0 update, you can only have 1 island per Switch. And it doesn't matter what you do, you can only have 1 island per Switch. The only other way to get another island is to buy another Switch. So on this Slumber Island, you can play online with friends, and you can also help each other terraform and decorate, which is also huge for this game. So in regular Animal Crossing right now, in the 2.0 update, you cannot terraform or place decorations around when somebody is on your island in multiplayer. However, with the Slumber Island and this new online feature, you will be able to terraform and decorate with your friends, with like, you know, like viewers if you're a YouTuber, or anything of the such. So that is going to be super cool. I have a few ideas for what I want to do with that. Maybe we'll do like, in the future, we'll do like a viewer-made island, and then I'll have a couple of you guys come over and decorate, like help me decorate an island, and we'll do like, you know, everybody can make what they want kind of thing, or we have like a theme that we want to follow or something like that. I think that'd be really fun to do. Oh, so it says for the Slumber Island, I just now saw this, it says that you can select the size and the layout for the island. So I don't know if that is going to include like smaller islands versus bigger islands, or like the same size islands as like the main island. And you can select the layout of them. So I don't know if that's going to give you like, you know, only 4 choices, kind of like when you start Animal Crossing, you only get 4 choices to choose from for your map. Or if it's going to have a list of like a category of all of the islands that are available in the game. So that's going to be interesting to see as well. Now this next feature is kind of part of Happy Home Paradise, or like it's from Happy Home Paradise rather, the DLC. So with the Happy Home Paradise DLC, when you design or customize a house, you can like press right on the D-pad and access like an inventory that pulls up like all the items that are available to you. They're adding that to the Slumber Island. So you can access your inventory to decorate, which is going to be smooth lining the process of decorating, and it's going to be absolutely incredible because going in and out of your house is so annoying when you're trying to decorate. And then also you can invite residents from your home island to be on the Slumber Island. So if you have like Lucky the dog, you can invite him to be on your Slumber Island as well. So that'll be streamlining that process as well, as like for getting villagers onto the Slumber Island. And then finally we have some collaborations with the Happy Home. And then finally we have some collaborations coming in 3.0 update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. We've got the classic Nintendo items including Ultra Hand and Nintendo consoles. So maybe like older Nintendo consoles. I think was the GameCube a Nintendo console? I don't remember. But like the Nintendo 64 might be in the game now and stuff like that. So that'd be kind of interesting to see. And then Nintendo Switch Online members can play select classic Nintendo titles in the Animal Crossing game when interacting with specific console items. So if you have like a Nintendo 64 in your Animal Crossing game, you can play like a Nintendo 64 related game in Animal Crossing. Another collaboration that they're doing is they're adding Lego items to the game. So they're adding like Lego building blocks and stuff like that. And a couple of like Lego themed items and stuff like that, which looks really cool, by the way. I've seen that and it looks really nice. Maybe we'll do like a Lego themed island one day. If they have enough items. I don't know how many items they're bringing, but that'd be really cool. And then 2 other crossovers are Zelda and Splatoon. They're adding amiibos for those franchises, so you'll be able to get new furniture and clothing with the Zelda unlocks, and you'll be able to get 2 villagers. I think one's called Tulin and the other is Mineru. I probably butchered those, but that's kind of how they're spelled. And then for Splatoon, you'll be able to get some Splatoon furniture, and you'll be able to get CC or Viche to visit your island. That unlocks new items as well. So it'll be super, super fun. This 3.0 update looks really interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited for what they have in the new game, which again, I'm assuming will be like a year or 2 after January 26th, or January 2026. So I'm assuming that'll be ways away before we get a new Animal Crossing game, since they're doing a 3.0 update. Now, a couple of ideas that I have for the 3.0 update is, since it starts in January, I think I said 15th, we might start a Valentine's Island, and I'll do it with my boyfriend. And then we can do like terraforming together. We'll do like a whole Valentine's Island together, and it'll be super cute and super fun. Also, with the new Zelda stuff coming in and the new Splatoon stuff, we could do a Zelda island, we could do a Splatoon island. I have been wanting to make a Zelda island before, but I was like, I don't know if I'll do it yet. So I'm kind of glad I waited on that, because this new Zelda stuff looks really pretty and the villagers are super cool looking. Now, a couple of other things that relate to Camp Hollow specifically is, right now on the island we have Leonardo. Leonardo is the yellow tiger with like the spots, and he's cute but not who we're looking for, so we want to trade him out for Lucky. Now, I was originally going to do this before today, but I was like, you know, that's just wasting time. I need to actually like decorate the island first and get that done in the videos before Halloween. Also, this island is not going to be complete before today. I think you might have already realized that. We will probably try to finish it within the coming days after Halloween. So maybe like, we'll give ourselves maybe like a week at most in order to finish it. So yeah, this island should be finished by the first week in November, and I'll have like a super cool episode going out as well after that. And I just want to make sure I get it to look like how I want it, and that way it's like something I'm proud of to make, and something I'm proud to like upload to the Dream Address, so that y'all can tour it if you want to. And I think in order to do that, I need to extend the time that I have to make it, and that way I can make it look cute and pretty. But yeah, so we'll get Lucky after Halloween. I'll do that behind the scenes, and then we'll trade him out with Leonardo. But yeah, future plans with Camp Hollow. We are currently in this video, we should be able to get the entrance pretty much done, the mess hall done, the town hall area done, and the abandoned road should be done. I'm going to finish up, that means that we have like the farm left, we have the maze, my house, the camp area, and the swamp to do. So that's 5 other things that we need to do, like 5 other areas that we need to finish. But I don't think it'll take too long, so we should be able to get that done, you know, in the first week of November. So I'm not too worried about that. And then we'll start a November island and do that throughout November as well. And then the November island, I also posted a poll on my channel. Let me actually see what that is looking like right now. So I was gonna do either Kelly Games's Friendsgiving challenge, or I was going to do like a Pilgrim old-timey fall island for November. Right now it's tied at 50-50. It's 18 votes in, so if you haven't voted on that, be sure to go vote on that before the second week of November, because I do want to get started on that island and kind of go from there. But we need to figure out if we're gonna do Kelly Games' Friendsgiving challenge or if we're gonna do our own separate thing and then just tour the Friendsgiving Islands in the meantime as well. So that's kind of the plan for like November, is to do one of those 2 islands, and then obviously in December we'll do like a winter themed / Christmas themed island, and that'll be super cute to do as well. So I'm really excited. There's a lot of plans coming up, and then like I said, we're gonna do like a Valentine's Island in January. We'll probably do it with my boyfriend when the 3.0 update comes out, so that'll be super exciting and fun to do as well. Something new to try, I guess, in Animal Crossing, with the dual people working on an island. That's gonna go very interesting. We'll have to plan the map together. So another concept that I was thinking about doing was like, I was thinking about streaming on Twitch for Animal Crossing, and then taking some of those Twitch VODs and making them into videos. So I was going to stream like the entire game, not, you know, all at once. I would obviously do multiple streams of the challenges, but I would take those streams and then edit it down into a video and then post it on YouTube. But then I was like, I'm not sure how like you guys would receive that, so if you have any thoughts about this, let me know in the comments below. But I wasn't sure how you guys would receive it, because it technically wouldn't be original content, and I don't know if, because I'll be like repurposing it from my Twitch VOD. So I don't know how you guys would feel about that. So let me know if you have any opinions about that in the comments down below. Because it was a concept I was thinking about, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, because I don't know how you guys would receive it. Maybe we'll do a poll on that too. So yeah, I think within the next like coming days, we'll finish up this Camp Hollow Island. We'll finish those areas that I mentioned we need to complete. Like the 5 areas that we need to complete, rest on the island. Then we'll do like, you know, the shrubs and the trees and the foliage and all that stuff afterward. But as of right now, it's going pretty well. I think I'm pretty happy with how the entrance and Town Hall and Abandoned Road is turning out to be. There's still more that needs to be done. It's not all done in this one video, so I'll probably be adding on to those as time goes on. There's a couple of things that are like missing, and like I need to add obviously like trees and stuff like that in as well. Other than that, I think we're heading in a good direction for Camp Hollow. Like I said, we'll probably get it done, well, we should get it done in the first week of November, because that way we can start our November island and get that going, and I'll just have to be more on top of the uploading this time. Because I was not doing that too well this time. But yeah, this time I definitely had time slip away from me, so we'll be working on the next island very, very soon. And then the random villager challenge, I think we'll finish, but it's kind of taking a back burner right now, because I obviously have like these themed islands that are like time constrained, you know, with like the winter one and like December coming up, and then like the October one, the Halloween one, and then the Thanksgiving fall themed one for like November, and then the Valentine's one. So I'll probably try and sprinkle as much of the random villager challenge in as much as possible. But it's gonna take kind of a back burner right now, but it will get done. I'm not gonna delete it until it's done. So there is that as well. Also, I found another way to like speed up the editing process. I was originally doing editing in normal speed, so if I was just talking, I was watching the whole video, like the whole recorded unedited version. So it was like an hour and a half of footage, and I was watching that at normal speed. So when I would edit it, it would be like an hour and a half. It would take an hour and a half plus to get it edited. So now I have like a system. I looked up how to do it. All you have to do is press L on the keyboard, and I'm pretty mad because I was doing all these like fancy dancy things for trying to get it like trimmed down to where I could like make it faster, but it would just mess everything up. So pressing L on the keyboard is the way to do it if you're using Premiere Pro. That's how you speed up the playback and not mess up the actual timeline. So I'm mad about that because it took me 6 years to figure that out. Alright, well that's gonna wrap up today's episode. If you did watch and enjoy this one, be sure to drop a like down below. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future Animal Crossing content. But that's gonna do it for this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!